I think Supergirl needed a different director. In my opinion, director Craig Gillespie did not understand the spectacle of the comic that the story was loosely based on, and he also was not able to show a strong enough vision to create his own distinct and memorable version of this story. Honestly, this might be a little bit harsh, but to me, a lot of his vision for Supergirl felt unnecessarily derivative of something like Guardians of the Galaxy, to the point where it kind of felt lazy and he had little faith in himself by trying something with a bit more personality. Instead of Gillespie, I think the story should have been told by a talented female director who has a lot of experience in telling standalone space adventure stories within a larger established cinematic universe. And I am specifically talking about Bryce Dallas Howard. For those who don't know, she has directed several episodes of the Star Wars TV series in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. It's widely accepted that she has directed some of the better stories in those respective shows. And in those episodes, she was able to show that she understood how to portray spectacle, chemistry, stakes, and moving character work in her own unique vision in a way that Gillespie was not able to do for his standalone space adventure within a larger established cinematic universe in Supergirl. It's funny that this is the second time in the last month where my first thought leaving the theater was, I think Bryce Dallas Howard could have taken that exact same script, talent, budget, and would have directed a much better story. For those who are wondering, that other film that I mentioned, where I thought that was with The Mandalorian and Grogu. Parts of the Supergirl film were great. All the pieces were there to make this a really special film, but they were all assembled in a really baffling way. A lot of this film is just fine, and I think that's what frustrates me the most, because I was expecting this to be a bold swing amongst modern comic book projects. The source material that this story is based upon is filled with a ton of personality thanks to the outstanding artwork of Bilquis Evely and the magnificent coloring from Mateus Lopez, so I was expecting this Supergirl film to be way more inspired, at least visually. I do think Millie Alcock is great as Supergirl, but I do think she will be much better received under a different director's vision, and I'm looking forward to that because I think this version of the character has a lot of untapped story potential. I was going to give Supergirl a 3.5 out of 5, but there's this one big needle drop that was so out of place, and it was such a horrible song choice for that part of the story. I was like, I can't do this, bro. Someone needs to be arrested for allowing that person on the aux. But yeah, to sum this up, I think that Gillespie was the wrong choice to handle a story like Supergirl, and I think it should have gone to a talented and experienced female director like Bryce Dallas Howard. Who knows, maybe she'll be in contention for directing the eventual Wonder Woman.